stick around because I've got an awesome giveaway. Actually, 2 awesome giveaways. Thanks for being here. I'm Jennifer. This is the Real Knitting Podcast. And let's start with a little bit of knitting. Actually, I'm calling this, in my mind anyway, the podcast that almost wasn't, because it's been a day. It's been a day, y'all. My kid, the baby, he has hand, foot, and mouth disease, and he's just miserable. I hope nobody else gets it, because apparently it's much worse for adults, but he has just clung to me all day. I haven't even had a chance to pee alone. All of you mamas know how that feels. And so I have to share this with you. So if you are ever in a position where you cannot shower, dry shampoo. I wish somebody had told me earlier. I only learned about dry shampoo a couple of years ago, if that. And this is the kind of like the Batiste, because it's the dark hair kind, and you can't really see the ickiness that is. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about knitting stuff. So I don't have any finished objects. I have 2 works in progress, but I only got here with 1. I got so excited about the giveaway and the challenge and all the things going on that I just, let's discuss the elephant in the room. This is a skeleton. This is Morty. Let's see. Say hi, Morty. There he is. Morty is a replica skeleton that I'm using for my Yoga for Makers and Crafters course that I'm filming. I've started filming. So I'm actually, this is my my old yoga studio, and the landlord has allowed me to film here. I'm having the best time. I did most of the anatomy portion, and if my kid can ever go back to school, I will get it finished and put out there to the world. And I'll talk a little bit more about that after the knitting, but he's kind of obvious. Anyway, that's where I am. So I did cast on my second sock. I think I told you I've been showing these. I really haven't been doing much knitting, y'all. The bamboo socks that I finished this one last time, and I had already started on the cuff, but look, I didn't get very far. And the reason I didn't get very far is because I dropped a couple of stitches, and this is bamboo pop sock. It's wonderful, but it's slipperier than I'm used to using. I really like kind of the wooliest wools because they don't run away. This drop stitch ran away from me, and I had a hard time telling what was what. Usually I'm pretty good about seeing them and catching them and putting them where they need to be, but I don't know. Size 0 karbonz needles. I love these carbon fiber ones because I don't break them. They are living in this precious little bag that one of my students made for me. Sewn in stitches by Heather. So there's my sweet little bag from Heather. It's just the right size for a purse sock. So there we go. That's the purse sock. I really haven't done much on it. The only other thing I've been knitting on is my Noro sweater. And I'll just have to pop a picture in because I left it at home. All my lighting was here, so I had to like rush over and try to get here, but it's the wonderful WALLABY, and I'm doing it in a dark blue Nora with these little specks of color, and it's turning out just beautiful. I'm teaching a class here locally called My First Sweater, and it's the wonderful WALLABY. So as long as I stay ahead of my students, I'm good. But I've got it up to where I'm splitting for the sleeves, and I haven't had enough time where I can use my own brain to get this to start on the sleeves. So that's where we are with that. There's really very little knitting, but I went to SAP, Southeastern Animal Fiber Festival, and I put up a big I put up a big video about it. I interviewed some of the vendors there. It was great fun. I met Kay from Bead Sisters for coffee that morning, and that was excellent. We'd been kind of chatting back and forth for a while, and we're gonna do something together for you. So I'll let you know what that is here in just a little bit. It's one of the giveaways. Okay. Dry shampoo to the rescue. It doesn't look too bad, right? So at SAF, I didn't buy a whole lot. I knew I wasn't going to because I don't need a lot of yarn. I've purchased quite a bit lately. I haven't knit hardly anything the last 2 weeks. And so I just went around and interviewed people and got to meet the makers and really enjoyed that. That was so much fun. I talked to some really fun people. The only one that's not on there that I really have big conversations with, well, there's two. Cynthia Wood Spinner, and she has, for those of you who also crochet, she has a crochet hook that is designed for arthritis. So check her out. And she also does like hand spinning. What are those called? Little hand spinners, I guess. And then I talked to Andy from Leading Arts for quite a while, but he really didn't want to be on camera. So I just took pictures of their beautiful yarn. But Steph was great. It's only like an hour and a half from where we live to the Western North Carolina Agricultural Center. So I just got up bright and early and went and hung out with Kay for a little while. Speaking of Kay, my sweater is in the bag I bought from her. It's massive. This sweater bag, I could probably fit 2 sweater quantities in this bag. I'll have to take a picture of it. But as soon as I saw it on her podcast, I was blown away because it was mason jars. And if you know anything about the Southern United States, you know we love our mason jars. So I had her put it away for me, and she brought me this. This is her little logo. There's Bead Sisters logo. And it's got a little hole in the top where you can put a straw, or you can actually run your yarn out through it. She was selling layers of minis in here. So it was really cute. She had a canning theme this year. And then I also got, I think it was Pandora's yarn that was selling their needles half price. So I picked up some size 8 of the karbonz. I've only used the tiny karbonz, so I'm really interested to see how these are, and let me know. I'm sure I'm gonna love them. But I also got from them a giveaway. I also got, in addition to the giveaway, I got this pile. It's this whole bag, and excuse the rustling. This is rug wool. I got this whole pile of add-ins for my locker hooking. Look, and it's all going to be, at least most of this is going to be able to go into my locker hooking because it's all the right colors. Look. And even some hand-dyed lace. Isn't that interesting? So that is Pandora's yarn. Pandora's yarn. And these are just all for sticking in my my locker hooking, but it's punch wool, 10 yards of punch wool in each of these. And we've got turquoise and blue sky and haze, aquamarine and lagoon. This doesn't have a colorway on it. We have periwinkle and fuchsia. This one is so cool. Faded rose glitz. It's got a little sparkle. We'll see if that makes it in. I'm not much of a sparkle person, but it's cute. Sangria. And then these guys are called wool cloth. So it's just like strips, little strips of different felted material. So and it all came in this little bag, and it was like $15. I thought that was really reasonable. And then I also bought from them this here. This is, I'll save the giveaway one, but this is Rock and String Creations that I bought for me. And she is getting ready to rebrand. She's going to let me know, and I'll help promote her when that happens. But Urban Oasis, it's a non-self-striping superwash merino nylon. And I don't know if you can see, but it's sort of dark, but then there's these pops of purple and green, and there's my tealy blue down there that I love so much. So I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it's going to have to be something gorgeous and probably something that goes neck head area because it is really soft. That actually makes something pretty to go with this shirt. One more thing that I bought there. My friend that was there with me, Melissa Curran, she is also a knitter, but she was totally into the felting, like the picture felting. And so we stopped by Dunn Spun's booth, and I picked up these also to go in my locker hooking. So those are just perfect colors, perfect rovings to go in it. So that's really all I bought at SAF because I was running around, running my mouth and having a good time. But I did get some happy mail today. My friend Ashley, that we've been in knitting groups together for a while. She's kind of local to me, but I found these and sent her a picture of them just because I thought they were so cute. And she actually brought me one. Look, the Stitcher. I don't know if you've watched The Witcher. I don't know if I can recommend it. There's a lot of sex in it, so just be forewarned. But Pine and Pearl. They sent me the Stitcher. So this is from courtesy of my friend Ashley, because it's kind of a geeky thing. But it's Netflix. I think it's on Netflix. Okay, that's all my new stuff. Let's talk about our giveaways. So first, we have a giveaway that's just me, and I am giving away this beautiful skein of Pandora's yarn that I got at SAP. So this is called Zuckerman Place Charlotte, and the color is Moonlight. And it's a little bit of a rustic wool. It's a little scratchy, which I think is just perfect for socks. Like, it's just woolly enough. So it's 90% wool, 10% nylon, but it's just a little bit woolly. And to me, this is perfect, like, for, especially if you do men's socks as well. Of course, I would absolutely wear them. But this is my giveaway. So if you want to just comment below, use the word Moonlight in your comment, and I'll enter you to win this. It'll just be a random. The second giveaway that I have for you is a collaboration between me and Kay. Kay is a Bead Sisters, and she has a YouTube podcast, and she does beautiful yarn as well as that amazing project bag that I showed you. And I'm going to link her below, obviously. But we're going to do a countdown to 2023 challenge. So I'm giving you a few ideas of things that you can challenge. And it's a 9-week challenge. We'd hope to get it done in time for 10 weeks, but life, y'all. So 9 weeks from about now is the end of 2022, the beginning of January 2023. So we want to challenge you to try something new. So maybe it's knit a row every day. Maybe it's crochet a granny square every day. But it doesn't even have to be yarn related. We were thinking of maybe like go on a walk every day. And it doesn't even have to be daily. Like, it's make your own challenge. It's really low-key. Make your own challenge, do your own thing, and we're excited about it. So here's the rules. I'll give the rest, I'll put all of it down below. But to enter to win, you have to comment on both of our podcasts. I just texted with Kay, and she's going to podcast tomorrow, Friday the 28th, I think. She's going to podcast the 28th, and so it'll be up this weekend, I'm sure. Comment on both of our podcasts And the winners are going to be drawn from here and on Instagram. We're going to have at least 2 prizes. We'll see what else we come up between now and then. I know Kay is going to do either some yarn or a beautiful bag or something like that. I'm going to give away one of my Yoga for Makers and Crafters courses. So this is an online course that will talk you through the anatomy. It will talk you through postures, and then it will give you a yoga practice specifically designed for knitters and crafters. This is the yarn edition. This is what I'm filming, and I'm so excited about it. We're going to use the hashtag 2023 countdown challenge. I'll pop that on the screen just to make sure that you can see it, and use this on Instagram to encourage one another and to share what it is that you are challenging yourself with. I know that I'm already challenging myself with getting a course filmed, published, and online and marketed somehow. So that's probably mine. I'm not sure what Kay's gonna do. She had some great ideas. So that's how you enter. You just comment below, but you've got to comment here, down here, and you've got to comment over on Kay's. Hers is Bead Sisters Podcast on YouTube. And if you would like, I designed a really cute free 9-week tracker. It's a printable download, and it's got little mason jars on it. So if you would like to have that to print off, you can get that free if you sign up for our newsletters, and I'll put a link down below for that. It's just a simple, sweet little tracker from us. Okay, are you excited? I'm excited. There's so much going on. It is like my bedtime, and I have the studio lights on, and there's cars driving by, and it's weird in here. It's empty in here except for my little pile of stuff. So it's a little echoey. I didn't notice it in the daytime, but it is tonight. Okay. Updates. Our adoption is supposed to go through on Monday, on Halloween. But we've kind of run into a little problem with John having hand, foot, and mouth. If he should be better in time. But if any of the rest of us get it, we're probably going to have to postpone because it's very contagious and we don't want to take it to people. So hold on for adoption news. This is foster care. It just is what it is. And then the only other stuff that's been going on is the filming the Yoga for Makers course. It's pretty amazing. I love to teach. I'm an exercise physiologist and a yoga therapist. And so I haven't taught anatomy like this in a while, but I used to take, I took a group to the local medical school anatomy lab, and we got to play with parts and learn, and it was amazing. And I hadn't done that in many years, but I did it before COVID. Of course, everything was before COVID. So that's been going on. Make sure you're on my email list, of course, down below, and getting on the 2023 countdown challenge list will also put you on my regular mailing list, because I'm going to offer a pre-sale discount. I haven't gotten that quite nailed down yet, but I will be sending out a notice in the email, hopefully within the next week or two. So check it out. Let me know if that's something that you are interested in. I'm just excited to get this out into the world. Thank you all for being here with me for the podcast that almost wasn't. You're amazing. Bye.